Welcome, class. My name is Matt Clark. I am the professor for COMM 104 this term. Great to have you all here. Obviously, if you want to know more about me, I won't really get into that. There's a little button in the top left-hand corner of the class page that says Meet Your Instructor. You'll be able to find out more about myself and co-instructor. You have the benefit of having two instructors for this class, myself and one other. Professor Scott, she will be helping. She'll be in discussion with us. Just helping out throughout the rest of the class. So the purpose of this class, I'll kind of jump right in because I don't want to take up too much time during this first week. In this class, you're going to learn a lot about the tools you can use to communicate effectively. You're going to learn about proper time management. You're going to learn about problem-solving skills. You're going to learn about setting goals for yourself, not just for work or for school, but also for your personal life. And what you learn here can both be used in class, in your future classes that you'll take at Bryant Stratton, as well as at home and in whatever future workplace that you have in mind. Make sure you get into the syllabus and supplemental syllabus. Make sure you download those. There is an introductory documents quiz that you'll have to take. All the answers are provided for you. You just have to know where to find them. If you look at the supplemental syllabus and the regular syllabus, you'll get all the answers you need for all those questions. That can be located under the Documents tab, also on the left-hand side of the class page. If at any time you have a question you want to ask, I always encourage asking questions, whether you want to do that via just emailing me directly. A few of you have actually already emailed me, and that's fantastic. I appreciate that. But feel free, you can email me directly. My email address is M as in Matt, A, Clark, C-L-A-R-K, at bryantstratton.edu. You can reach out to me anytime. I usually respond within 24 to 48 hours, more on the 24 and less on the 48. So I try to be very, very quick to respond to any questions that you might have. Also, if you want to reach out, there's a little Ask Your Instructor button that's on the left-hand side menu. That left-hand side menu is going to be pretty important for the remainder of the class, so make sure you follow that. But if you go to Ask Your Instructor, you'll be able to actually post a question that I'll be able to see. And I encourage you to do this. Now, the only thing that I would say not to do is if you need to share any type of personal information, you probably don't want to do it on the Ask Your Instructor button. And the reason being is that anyone can see it, not just me and not just Professor Scott, but any of the class. So if you have something personal you need to talk about, if you're having an issue that you need us to know about, that may not be the best place to do that. A few things to stress for this class, and these are things that you really need to address. You need to address early. We only have about 7.5 weeks, so class time moves very quickly. So it's easy to get behind. It's easy to forget about things. So I'm going to give you a few pointers first off, and then I'll remind you over the remainder of the class. But discussion board is extremely important in this class. It is something that you will do week in and week out, and you're required to be in discussion every week, whether we have a short week like this one and the very last one, or whether we have normal weeks 2 through 7. You're required to be in discussion, and we do grade. We do look very heavily at discussion and what you say and how you say it, and are you spelling things correctly? Are you grammatically correct? We do look at those things, so make sure you are as well. Now, to get full points of participation, you need to be in the discussion board, active, and that means you need to be posting at least 3 days a week for each one of the weeks, and that includes the short weeks. This is a short week, Wednesday through Sunday. You have these short days here, but you're still required to be in for 3 days out of the week, and you need to make sure that you respond to at least 3 of your classmates' initial posts. Not just a response, not responding to me. By all means, respond to me or to Professor Scott. We're also going to be very active in discussion, but you also need to make sure you're being interactive with the rest of your class. This is the learning process. This is what will help you learn, and will help your classmates learn is the more you interact. So I definitely encourage that, and we do check and make sure that you're in discussion the required times, and that you are posting more than just, oh, hey, I agree, or nice job. Ask a question of your classmates. Ask a question of us. We want your post to be substantial. I don't mean to write a novel. I don't mean you have to write 500 words, but just write something that is meaningful and more than just, hey, great job, or hey, I agree. You need to be more than that. The other thing that I can't stress enough, and I will stress this throughout the entire duration of the class, is that if you are having issues or trouble with the class or with assignments or with anything, you need to let us know quickly. Don't wait around to the last minute. Don't wait around until week 7. if you have an issue, you need to reach out. Reach out to myself and Professor Scott. We will communicate between ourselves, and so make sure you reach out to at least one of us, whether it's through email or whether it's through the Ask Your Instructor button. Don't hesitate to ask any question at any time during the class. We want to make sure that you're very comfortable in doing so. This is a communications class, and we can't stress communicating enough. So make sure that you do that. You have our email addresses. You have our contact information. We have office hours. If you want to schedule time to visit with us one-on-one, please do so. We are more than happy to do that over the next 7.5 weeks. So this is a short week. This week you're going to do some introductions to the rest of the class. Let everyone know who you are, kind of what your background is. Respond to each other. Get used to the discussion board. Also get used to the community cafe. That's a new part of this class. It's been part of these classes the last 2 terms, and that is where it's kind of your area. As students, you're able to get in and kind of talk to each other, encourage one another. If you're having difficulties with assignments, anything like that, you're able to get in and do those types of things. So use the community cafe for that purpose. And if you have questions at any time throughout the class, make sure you email myself or Professor Scott, and we'll be more than happy to get in touch with you. I posted week 1 what you've got on tap for this week, so make sure you check that out. If you have questions, let us know. You're all going to do great this class. I can tell it's going to be a very active class. I can see that already just by who's in it and kind of the interaction I've seen already. That's going to be great. Get started early. Don't mess around. Don't wait to the last minute. That's a grade killer right there. Is if you wait to the last minute to get things done. So we'll talk more throughout the class. I wish you all the best of luck and look forward to seeing you all in discussion board. Have a great first week, and we'll talk soon.